Back in the day, Subaru made a name for itself when it released the WRX. It is a WRC winning car which was later sold as a two-door coupe. Good thing is you can still purchase the WRX today, either in sedan or a more practical wagon form. Now, does this car drive like a rally car for the road? That's what we're gonna find out. Paolo Papa here for Zigwheels Philippines, and this is our review of the 2025 Subaru WRX Wagon. Special thanks to Motor Image Filipinas for sponsoring this video. Alright, so under the hood is a 2.4-liter turbocharged boxer engine. Now that is mated to a CVT, and the setup makes up to 275 PS with 350 Newton meters of torque. Power and performance is sent to all four wheels thanks to Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive system. But how does this drive, okay? Boxer engines are known to be torquey, and I've found that whether you're going slow to fast or fast to faster, you get that kind of performance. Although sometimes for me, it felt a little laggy. So there's some sort of delay, kumbaga. However, it turned out that I was missing on using the feature offered by the WRX Wagon, which was the SI drive. Now treat it as your typical drive mode. You kind of have Eco, Normal, and Sporty. So I was using Intelligent. That's why I was getting a drive feeling that was more relaxed and kind of conservative. But I had to turn it up by pressing the button, allowing you to toggle between Intelligent, Sport, and Sport Sharp. Now, Sport gives you some feedback, but if you want to go hardcore, Sport Sharp is the way to go. In Sport Sharp, the acceleration is the most responsive, okay? In addition, the D, or the drive mode, on the instrument cluster is being replaced by numbers representing the gears that you're actually using. That means that you have a visual representation of the gear that's being used, allowing you to fully maximize your paddle shifters. This is the feeling that I'm missing, okay? The exciting and peppy driving experience, but I don't think I want to drive a car like this every time. So, thanks to Subaru SI Drive, I can have a rally car when I need it and an efficient daily driver when you have to. So now we talk about the steering. Well, at first, the steering of the WRX Wagon feels a little weighted. Not heavy, but weighted. I think that has something to do with the tuning of the steering wheel as well as the symmetrical all-wheel drive system, which makes the car feel more planted whether you're taking on straightaways or attacking corners. Now, I can talk about it all day long, but it's something that you have to feel for yourself. It's the kind of features that make a Subaru a Subaru. Also, the lower placement of the boxer engine makes the vehicle more stable. Well, speaking of planted, the suspension actually is decent. It doesn't feel too stiff nor too soft. I think it has something to do with the WRX Wagon being touted as a family car kasi nga, wagon. So it benefits the comfort not only of the driver but also of the passengers sitting at the back. When it comes to NVH, this rally-inspired car doesn't have a rally sound, okay? Now that depends on who's driving, but it could be a pro or a con. Now in terms of noise isolation, well, don't expect luxury car levels, ha? Medyo you can still hear the engine noise penetrate the cabin, but not too much to bother you while driving. Another perk of a boxer engine, they are known to make less vibrations compared to the traditional engine layout. So that again translates to better comfort not only for the driver but also for the passengers. So finally, that WRX performance does not come with a big fuel economy penalty. See, we clocked in, it's a mixed driving condition of both highways and cities. Our result was around 8 to 9 kilometers per liter, which is pretty decent considering all the idling and the moving around that we do for our shoot. So in terms of safety, you get a full suite of eyesight technology from Subaru. So the WRX Wagon gets pre-collision braking, lane departure prevention function, adaptive cruise control, and blind spot monitoring. All those features make it a safe car to drive even though it is a performance car. Also, I do appreciate its reverse camera since this being a wagon, this might take a bit used to when you're trying to park the car. Alright, so now that we're parked, this is the perfect opportunity to appreciate the looks of the WRX Wagon. In fact, this is the meanest looking car in Subaru's lineup, no contest. Here at the front, you have that sharp LED headlamps, the grille, syempre merong konting chrome, and the lower front bumper that sticks out very aggressively. And syempre, yung star of the show, the front hood scoop. Dito naman sa side, what separates the WRX Wagon from its sedan brother is its clean look since they already dropped the claddings on the wheel arches and on the bumpers. Also, true car guys will appreciate the form factor of the wagon. Kitang-kita nyo naman. It complements its set of 18-inch two-tone wheels and yung ground clearance na sinabi ko kanina during driving, that 135mm ground clearance, it gives the car a beautiful stance, making it stand out even when parked. Okay, so now here at the back, the rear end of the wagon looks good, stately, di ba? The LED tail lamps are joined by this black garnish. However, they don't light up, which means the star of the show are these two exhaust pipes, okay? And the iconic WRX badge. And if you're going for more pogi points or more aggression, Subaru Philippines is offering a free STI wraparound kit for every purchase of the WRX Wagon, or 200,000 pesos in savings. Which would you go for? Let us know in the comment section below. Now before we head inside, there's one last thing that we need to check, the functionality of a wagon. Now, the reason why you're buying these vehicles is because of these large spaces or boot spaces that allow you to put in plenty of items. And if you need to put in something bigger or longer, Subaru made it easy thanks to these one-touch tumble seats. So inside the WRX Wagon, you will find a D-shaped steering wheel wrapped with leather with red stitching. And we can't miss the WRX badging on the steering wheel, which overall makes the cabin of the WRX Wagon look sporty with a bit of performance because these powered bucket-type seats are functional and will keep you in place even when you're driving in fast-paced conditions. Tech-wise, you have an instrument cluster that combines both analog gauges and a small digital screen, okay? And it is paired with an 11.6-inch touchscreen infotainment screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Additionally, it has a dual-zone climate control, 2 USB Type-A ports, and an electronic parking brake. Lastly, for the driver, you enjoy a set of aluminum sport pedals. Okay, so now we're here sitting at the second row seats of the Subaru WRX Wagon, and I don't know if a wagon gives you additional space versus a sedan, but what I do know is that I feel very comfortable back here. Knee room is fine. I have ample headroom despite it being a wagon, and there's also enough elbow room. You get the same leather upholstery, the sporty accents here on the doors, plus you have your dedicated air conditioning vents and 2 additional USB-A ports. And also, if you remember that free STI kit that I mentioned earlier, it also comes with some niceties for the interior, such as a rally-bred STI shift knob. To learn more about it, check out the website in the description box below. Alright, so finally, how much will it cost you to drive to your rhythm in this rally-bred wagon? Well, the answer to that is 2.88 million pesos. So what do you think? Is this gonna be your new daily driver? Let us know in the comment section below. Again, this is Paolo from Zigwheels Philippines. And don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest updates. Till the next video.